I don't even know how to start this.
All right. Well, welcome to the Brokehorsedad podcast with his favorite child and the co-host, Ariana.
If you're the co-host, does that make me the host?
Well, we're both the hosts. Never mind.
Did you hear that? I'm the host.
Well, but your name is in the thingy, like Brokehorsedad.
For once, I can be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
hmm So welcome to Brokehorsedad
Podcast.
podcast. Um, we decided to do this. Ariana asked if I wanted to do a podcast. I really don't know who would want to actually listen to a 46-year-old guy in the horse industry who's learning as we go here, but let's give it a try. So, what should we talk about?
Probably introductions first.
Okay, you go ahead, or you want me to go?
Okay, so I'm Ariana Natvik, also known as the favorite child. Both work, and I ride my horse Ruby, also known as Constance too. She's a little fiery chestnut mare and is literally the best horse ever. Like, love her. I'm 14. I just started high school this year. Yeah. Also, look at this. My friend, mom went to the Eras tour and brought me back one of the bracelets from there, and it's literally my favorite thing ever. I've been nonstop wearing it because it has been in Taylor's glory. Little bracelet segment there.
That's a whole lot of information there. You're going to learn that somebody out of the two of us, maybe not the host, but maybe the co host over here, loves to talk,
You're never gonna let that
right?
down, the co-host
And
thing.
you're going to hear a lot from her. So my name is actually Eric. I started Brokehorsedad. I am a 46-year-old gentleman who's a dad to two wonderful girls, Ariana and Runa. Got my lovely wife, Cindy. And for some reason, we decided to get into the horse world. Ariana started riding when she was probably what, 5?
Yeah, I think 5.
Yeah, 5. We got Twinkles when you were
I was 6. Yeah, I was
6 or
6 when I
7.
I was 6 when I got Twinkles.
Everything's within a year or two, and we talk about times here with me.
Pretty sure I was 6 when we got Twinkie.
And yep, and we started with some local shows here. We did what was called the Prelude Circuit, and then for whatever reason, maybe it was a moment of weakness, we decided to get Ruby because somebody outgrew Twinkles.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was Finn before Ruby, but Finn's another story.
Right, and I'm, to be honest, just the average dad here trying to survive having two daughters, one that's a teenager,
That bald spot
and horses. I knew nothing about horses, absolutely nothing. So I have progressed over the last 5, 7 years, or how many years it's been, to a point now where I actually know a little bit. Uh, my daytime job is I'm a paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
And then my part-time job to pay also for the horses is I teach a little bit too. And between those two and my wife, through a dual income, we are able to somehow survive along with our line of credit.
Yep. And then my job is going to school, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to know why a 46-year-old guy decided to get into social media? So, before this, I never did social media. I never even really did Facebook. I had an account, never posted, not anything.
I don't even think I follow him on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. Like,
Do you still remember co-host
never gonna let that down.
when you asked me to do some TikToks?
No, but I also don't remember what I ate for supper yesterday. Actually, no, I had sushi. I went out with grandma, but
Okay, well, you don't remember? I think it was 2 years ago, before Christmas. You begged me, "Can I have TikTok on your phone?" I'm like, "No, it's social
I was at
media."
Everly's house and that happened.
Right? It's social media. I don't want you to have TikTok. It's all bad. And I caved, as I always do, and let you get TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then a few months after that, it was Snapchat.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not a few months. I got TikTok for
Oh,
a year.
I held off on Snapchat for like a year.
Yeah, I think I had TikTok for a year before I got Snapchat.
And then you told me, "Dad, please try making a TikTok. It'd be really bit fun." And I did.
And
And
now
the
we're
reason why I
here.
did it is because it's something that we get to spend time with,
Mm-hmm.
right? We get to spend time together editing. You make sure I don't post anything stupid, right? I get to learn some lingo, like
Lingo. Oh my
she's
gosh.
eating that. She's eating that shirt. Is that right?
Yep. I think
Right?
this is a sweater, but close
Yeah,
enough. Close enough.
that's right. You're eating that sweater.
Yeah, you ate that up, Dad. You ate
That's
that
it.
up.
Ate it up,
There we go.
right? And so it just gave me time, and then I just kept posting it, some more and more videos, and then kind of just turned into what it is now.
Yep.
But anyways, so that's a little bit about us. Where do you want to go with this podcast? What do you want to talk about? I am stepping out of my comfort zone here to do this. I'm doing it because Ariana wants me to do it, and I want to support her. So I am completely out of my comfort zone, and I hope I don't say anything
World's
stupid.
best dad right here. World's best dad.
All right. But luckily, I have my co-host here to keep me going straight. So why don't we get into something? No, should we talk about Twinkles for a couple
Oh my
minutes?
gosh, yes. I love talking about Twinkles. So I was 6 when we first got Twinkles, and he's like so much of a darker gray then than he is now. He's lightened up a ton. Um, he's a Connemara pony, and he just barely makes the cut to be a large pony. Um, Twinkles, honestly, like just had some fun with him as a kid, and then he ended up having an injury and being off for quite a while. He was off for like a good 3 years, I think.
2 to 3 years,
Yeah, 2 to 3 years, and
and let me
then
tell you, the expenses that we put into him to get him up and running, woo-wee,
and then within that
eye
time,
awakening.
and within that, it's
All right,
Twinkles,
simple. Twinkle is my boy. All right,
handsome little man.
he's my boy. He's my only one of the only males I have in this household, and me and him, we get along great. But what is the benefit of Twinkles? Like when you rolled them, I was in awe sometimes when you ride, and you were able to compete from point 0.7 up to a meter with Twinkles, even though he
Mm-hmm.
was a pony. But why were you able to compete with him? What made
Honestly,
him to be able to compete and get in their top 10 finishes?
Twinkles genuinely has the drive. Like as a pony, he genuinely has the drive to jump when he feels like it. When that pony does not feel like jumping, it's pretty much impossible to get that pony to jump. Oh my gosh, he is a stubborn little man. But Twinkles just has the drive, and he's literally built like a brick wall. Like you see Twinkles, he's literally like a big ball of muscle. Yeah.
But what, because he's a pony and he still has the ability to jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he jumps good, like a meter. Isn't that decent for a pony?
Oh, amazing.
All right. But how does he able to keep up with those big, tall horses?
Well, the pony jumpers class was just ponies,
Mhm.
so there's only I think 5 or 6 of us in the class. Like again,
Yeah.
give or take a
But when we
little.
did the silvers, you were jumping
Yeah, we
point
were
nines with him
point
easily.
nines. Well, that pony can turn. Like Twinkles can turn. He can go fast, but will not compete with a horse drive. But he can take the turns that the horses can't, which is also like my horse Ruby. She's only 15.3, so she can take those turns as well.
I remember this one time because that's the benefit of Twinkles, right? He can make those quick turns and he can turn on a dime. And I remember, I can't remember, it was at silvers. I don't remember what division it was, but you went for it and you took that turn and you took
Oh
this
yeah.
turn. It was pretty sharp, so you couldn't quite straighten him out.
Yeah, because it was to the
But
in and out, wasn't it?
but you still went for it, and then you're on the ground.
Yeah, so it was at the Silvers. We were in the jump off, and if the turn had been just like a single vertical, it would have worked out. But it was to an in and out, and I just didn't straight up, and I did not straight up enough to the in and out. So we jumped into the in and out, and then just couldn't make it out. Like stopping was definitely the safer option there anyway. So that like very glad the pony stopped.
And did you stop?
Uh, oh.
Did I stand up and go, ah? Fine, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's walking.
Actually, my spur got stuck in his breastplate, so I was stuck there with one leg on the ground and one leg on the
That's
pony.
right.
And the ring crew just stood there and stared at me.
And I'm pretty sure I kept the camera rolling,
I think you
laughing the whole
did.
entire time.
Yeah, I was just stuck there. I couldn't move. Thank God that
Uh,
pony's a saint and just stood there.
but my youngest, Runa, she's now riding Twinkles because he can be a bit of an
A stinker.
stinker. Is a better word to use for this. You have to earn his trust, right?
I don't
You
think
have to
trust
earn
is
his
the right
respect.
word. Yeah, respect I think is the better
Right?
word.
And if you don't, he will take any time that he can to dump you.
Yeah.
And Runa spent the whole season getting dumped.
Yep.
But now they got it figured out. And he is allowing Runa and to become a pair to get over those fences, to make those quick turns. And I cannot wait to see those two together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's get into a story. We need to tell
Oh
stories
gosh,
so they get
yeah.
understand and have some fun with this,
So
right?
I
Because
want
we're
to burn this
getting to
thing to
be
the
a bit
ground.
unorganized.
I want to burn this thing to the ground. I have to wear a mouth guard when I ride Ruby because my first time. So we bought Ruby in a November, December, and so we weren't riding in the outdoor ring. So we'd been in the indoor ring all winter. The first time I rode my horse and my first lesson with my horse in the outdoor ring, we're not even sure what happened, but she was kept playing and like tossing herself up and around and just genuinely like really happy. She was like, outdoor, fresh air. And then I think she went up in her neck and my teeth collided. I might have my hand, but like not my hand. Okay. And then right here, this tooth is half fake, and then this tooth got pushed into the back of my mouth. So, and then after that, I had to wear like this brace on my teeth, and my teeth were really funky for a while.
So
Um,
now the parents' version of that is I'm sitting there talking to people and I hear everybody gasp. I look over, there's Ariana off her horse with blood running down her um, face, right? And I'm like, oh crap, what is going on now, right? So first thing for me is I always worry about is the noggin, the
I forgot
brain.
an important part of
Hmm?
this. I forgot a really important part of the story.
Okay.
Okay, so
She always
when it
gets her way, so
it's really important though. Then after it happened, I was really confused. I kept riding. I did not fall off because when he said it sounded like I fell off, I did not fall off. I kept riding, and then my coach actually saw the blood of the tooth just like going down my face. She was like, "Ariana, I think we need to stop for a second." And then that's when I got off, and then he saw. Sorry, continue.
I don't even remember where it was. We need to work on how we're gonna do this podcast.
Sorry.
So, anyway, so blood's pouring down her face, and then of course me being the paramedic I am, only thing I care about is the brain, right? Bones can heal, right? Teeth can heal ish, right? But the brain does not, right? But she was wearing her helmet. She didn't get so. So I'm asking all these questions. Did you get knocked out?
Thanks
Did you get a headache? Be dizzy or whatever? But yet all this blood just kind of pouring down. I don't care about that. Anyways, afterwards, I'm like, okay, I have to deal with this tooth. And this tooth is one tooth is sticking kind of out this way, and the other tooth this way. Then we have one tooth that's missing
Well, half of
a
it's
piece,
missing. Yeah,
chip on it.
more
And
than chip.
then,
Like half was just like.
yeah, of course, what do I think of is ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. Right? How much is this going to cost? And then it came to the discussion of what do we do? Right? She's we got to get her teeth fixed. Like I personally, I don't care if she walks around with crooked teeth and chipped teeth, but
I
apparently as a
do.
teenager, they might care about that, right? And of course, it's a Saturday or a Sunday, so no dentists are open. And then it's like, oh, can we go to the emerge for this? And I'm supposed to know because I'm a paramedic. I'm like, I don't know. I don't take people there because of teeth, but and after some discussion, we decided, okay, we need to go into emerge because I think they have an on-call dentist there.
Yeah.
And being a paramedic, the worst thing you want to do is go to the emerge. It's my day off. I don't want to spend any time there,
Yeah.
right? So of course I'm gonna have to go to emerge. I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna see the people that I see on a regular basis. Then I'm gonna try to sit in this corner if I can to hide away from all my colleagues so they don't see that I'm there with my child. But of course, I swear the nurses were laughing. We're like, we're gonna put you right here in the center of the hallway where everybody walks by.
Yeah.
So now all I can do is look straight at the floor.
And then I think I made him look at all my Minecraft builds that I was making.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I spent the entire time playing Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. And then the physician comes over to look at her. And of course, the physician was an old co-worker of mine that was good friends with that went and did continued training to become a physician. I'm like, I just can't get away from this. So certainly, yes, her tooth was one way, one was a chip. We needed to get it fixed. The emerge are like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about this, but hey, we can call the on-call dentist. So we called the on-call dentist. We went up there. Actually, it was pretty good after that, right? They did like you kind of do it with a broken bone. They just splinted it, split the good tooth with the bad tooth, and then it was like, okay, you're good for a couple of days. Follow up with your dentist.
And I got McDonald's out of it.
Yes. And after the follow up dentist, what happened after that? Don't know. I was done.
Like,
I went to the emergency department with her. I took her there. I dealt with my colleagues and everything. And I was like, I don't know what to go with the cost of this, so it's going to cost me. So my lovely wife took over for the rest of the care because you know what? I was done.
Yeah. So
And the whole finance thing. So like, first thing we do, right? We're not going to let this happen again. Got her a mouth guard, and she fights us when wearing it, right? We got to hold it into our pocket as she goes down, so she doesn't, other people doesn't see that she's wearing it. She's getting more open about. So this is a big step for her. But the irony of this all is when I grew up, I was a goalkeeper for soccer. My mom was a dentist.
He's an egoist,
she
guys.
tried to make me wear a mouth guard, but I would absolutely refuse to, and I got away with it. But you know what? I'd never let her get away with it.
The balding gene, that one.
But it comes always a point now of safety, right? We wear helmets. People wear vests now on a regular basis. Like when we watch the Olympics, there's quite a few people wearing vests, right?
Yeah.
So is mouth guards the next thing? Right? We protect our head, right?
Yeah.
We protect our chest and the organs inside by our teeth. We can replace them for a few $1,000s for an implant.
Talk, though. It's so hard to talk with it in, and as you guys probably
and
know by now, I don't stop talking.
Who are you talking to?
What do you mean? What, Deb? Hey, Ariana, how many strides did you get there? And you know how many times I have to repeat myself, being like, I got 5
and
strides.
And your normal answer is, I don't know. How many was I supposed to have?
It was, at least if I don't know, I make an educated guess on what I think it is. Never, I don't know. It's, oh, that looks like a 4. Yeah, I got a 4 there. It'll be like, Ariana, that was like a 2. Or like, Ariana, that was a 6. I don't know. So I always guess. If I don't know, I'd look at the line, and if it like looks like 3 strides, oh yeah, I got 3, and just hope for the best.
So, if anyone else here wears mouth guards, let us know, because we put all this time and effort into our helmets and air vests now. So, is mouth guards the next thing, right? I think it is, right? People want straight teeth, they want nice teeth. Got to keep them those things white and pearly, right? Use your mouth guard, and like I said, and there's so many other benefits to that, right? The biggest one is she does not talk with it in.
Oh, I still talk. I just repeat myself. Nothing will stop me from talking. Born to be a yapper. How do you read this font?
There's not much on there.
Okay.
Anyways, I think we've been talking here for a bit, a while. It's been a little bit more unstructured that I like. 'Cause I like structure. But how about we kind of wrap things up, and then we can also think about what we can talk about next time.
All right.
All right. So, what do you want to talk about next time? I have a good
I
topic.
had an idea, but then I kind of forgot. Finn. Finn's a good topic.
My idea, what I like to talk about, what someone mentioned was, how do I keep you grounded in this sport? It's an
That's a good
elite
one.
sport, right?
Mhm.
How do I keep you grounded so you don't become a spoiled brat?
Mhm. That's fair.
Even though she is a spoiled brat. That's what I want to talk about. What about you?
Fair. I had such a great idea, but then I kind of forget what I said. Uh,
Oh my God, she's speechless, people, and it's recorded.
oh my gosh. I can't think. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Why?
That's why you have the host here to help you.
Well, what's the daisies?
Oh, well, if she thinks of it, she can type it in the comments or
Oh wait, I think I
wherever
put
we're
it on my
putting this because
phone.
I don't know.
Where did I
But
put my
thank you
phone?
all for joining. I
I'll flip
believe
it
it's
there.
called an episode, not podcast anymore. It's an episode.
Yeah, well, an episode of the podcast.
An episode of the
Ooh.
Brokehorsedad podcast.
Also,
I still can't believe I did this.
do you
I
think
have
my
no
dad
idea
should
what I got
start
myself
post?
into.
Do you think my dad should start posting an outfit of the day? Because I think that'd be pretty great content.
Well, if you have any comments, any ideas, anything to help us, please let me know because I need all the help that I can get.
Yeah.